Hi, so welcome back to another day with Mr. NoFap. I think it's 1 week or it's day 6, I forgot. But I have a video yesterday which is right before this one. It's linked to this one. Okay, anyways, I found it pretty funny to record my voice in this microphone today. It's an Audio Technica AT2020. You can take a look. So, focus back on me, but it's a pretty crazy microphone. I would say that after hearing my own singing, based on this, using this microphone, I feel a lot more confident. And if you want to be a self-recording musician, then this is a great newbie microphone. So what I want to talk about today is something called emotional vampiring. Why I want to talk about this today is because I kind of spent the whole day with a friend, and it's not his fault, but he's more or less an emotional vampire. And I used to be quite an emotional vampire myself. And I really want to address how painful it must be for my friends to have bared with like my behavior. And I don't want any of you viewers, anyone out there, to be an emotional vampire. So what exactly is being an emotional vampire? Okay, so it's being someone who's always a downer, who's always trying to drag down emotion. He doesn't contribute at all. He doesn't make things fun for other people. He probably doesn't find life very fun for himself. He's probably in his head. He's trapped within his own emotions, and he wants to drag the world down with him because he doesn't see he's jealous, he's needy, he's living in a place of scarcity inside, that he doesn't want to see other people being happy. He's subtly jealous of it, whether he is aware of it or not, or it's in his subconscious. And I think that being an emotional vampire is going to make you lose your friends, because no one wants to be around an emotional vampire. When we spend our time with other people, we look for a sort of trade-off. We want to be stimulated by other people. We want to feel happy. We get happy off socializing with other people, perhaps a bit happy off the external validation that we get from other people. But this isn't the case of the emotional vampire. The emotional vampire makes it such that you do not enjoy your time with him or her. You're always listening to his or her depressing bullshit. It's actually usually the same stuff repeated over and over again, and there's nothing new. I mean, it's always this and that, always this depressing that depressing stuff, and it's just very hard to bear. And given the opportunity, I do not hope that anyone is an emotional vampire. But so how do you not become an emotional vampire? I find that you really have to enjoy the fun and the present. And this is easy for you to say because my friend, for example, he's very over intellectual. Like he over intellectualizes everything. He thinks that he has to predict every scenario. He thinks that he has to foresee everything. He has to predict everyone's responses in order to, and I think it's all just a cover up defense mechanism for possible failure, and that he finds it rather absurd to be able to sort of improvise and get along in this world. But that's exactly how it should be. I mean, there are many things like improvisation, like conversation in general. That's why he never speaks, because he's probably afraid of getting unwanted responses if he improvises something to say. So he doesn't really say anything, and as a result, he's not really witty or humorous at the same time. But drawing on myself as an example as well, in the past I would not talk much. I was afraid of failure. I did not want to be perceived as an idiot or stupid. I had all these distracting self-labeling sort of labels, self-defeating, self-limiting sort of labels that I would always apply to myself, and I was so afraid of these traits and attributes actually becoming true, but they were true anyways. And I was an emotional vampire. And when I was with my friends, I would simply not talk much, put on a kind of aggressive, mad kind of face, thinking that the world is so serious that I can't enjoy myself. Only enjoy myself when the attention is on me, feeling like I have to be in the spotlight. Possible case of narcissism. And then I would just like down talk on other people's opinions. I would say, hey, this isn't possible. Hey, that's not possible. Oh, you probably can't do that. Oh, that's too hard. Simply let yourself go. Stop thinking so much. And if you think too much, then go meditate for a while. It'll go away. Learn to work. Learn to practice. Learn to engage yourself. Stimulating. So you have to force yourself to practice. To endure. And then you'll probably learn to go with the flow more, stay in the present more, enjoy yourself more. Because the only thing we should ever enjoy is the thing we're doing right now. 40 now. So that's my advice for today. That's my vlog today.
Hi, so day 6 of NoFap here. I'm out actually in a wild right now in my car. So I'm just gonna briefly talk about a few things. First of all, I'm still strong on the NoFap, but at the same time I didn't really do much today. I spent the whole day actually trying to fix my dad's phone, and I felt really frustrated afterwards for a stupid reason, because it's a really old Android phone, and so like all the drivers and all the ROMs are like out of date, and then you have to try to go on like XDA developers, and that place is a shithole. So badminton tournament was yesterday, and actually didn't do so well, but at the same time the tournament was really unstructured. Like like the whole structure of the tournament is just like really random. So I see it as just for fun, but I actually lost kind of bad in one of the singles matches, even though I thought I would do okay. Could blame it on the fact that I did hit like the basketball rim, because like it was in the way 2 times, and I slipped a bit, but that's no excuse. I've got a lot to work on. Didn't really feel that bad about it, but just know I got a bit more to work on than I think I should. So cocky confidence is not that great all the time. You have to anticipate for a bit of a miscalculation, like a drawback, like a backfire when you're actually performing. And that's accounting for when you don't have performance anxiety. So how else did I waste my day today? I wasted my day today because I played League of Legends. I reinstalled it against my own will, as in I shouldn't have installed it, and I felt like playing a little because I didn't have much to do today, even though I should be doing something. So I ended up installing that game, and I played 2 games, and same conclusion, that it's rather fruitless to engage in gaming, because you're getting dopamine and so-called a feeling of productivity for having exerted next to nothing at all. So if you game every day, your mind's going to be very, very, very unused to things like studying, reading, and practicing again, like practicing like actual like sports or an instrument. While when you're gaming, there's no boring moment. There's hardly any boring moments. Even when you're farming in your lane and trying to get every last hit on the creep kills, you're actually still having fun, because there's like cool music playing, and talk to your friends. Everything's all colorful. You're always thinking about that next reward. When can I go back to base? When can I buy my next item? There's gonna be a gank soon. It's always fun. So gaming is not always that great. But something else that's parallel to gaming that I actually might advocate from time to time is television. So I watched an episode of Suits today. Suits, S-U-I-T-S, Suits. And it was cool, but I'm not gonna go on and keep watching it. I just watched episode 1. I think it's pretty cool because I was in a sort of frustrated mood before. My mind was kind of scrambled. I watched Suits, and then I got brainwashed, right? I got brainwashed because I was watching television. My mind does not need to have much activity. I just keep watching. I keep getting spoon-fed information. But that managed to change my mood a bit, as opposed to if I was to like struggle through something and actually not succeed, and that maybe I would even get more frustrated. But watching television allowed me to kind of tune out from things, and I think it's fine once in a while. I actually wouldn't do this every night because the time adds up, right? An hour or two, the series gets more interesting, or like a movie gets more interesting, then you end up wasting 1, 2, 3 hours very easily. So, not a good thing to do, but once in a while it's okay. Something else interesting that I did was I just totally reformatted my desktop. It was pissing me off because the start menu took forever to search. Google Chrome was acting really weird. Probably some deeper problem symptoms within my computer. So I upgraded from 32 to 64-bit Windows 7. I don't trust Windows 8. Windows 7, I actually deleted all my documents, music, and videos. I didn't give a shit about that. Only backed up my old course materials. The reason I didn't really give a shit about my music is because the ones I actually listen to is on my phone. So I don't really need to keep all the spare stuff around. I have friends that keep like all these spare movies around and complain that their 1 terabyte external hard drive is not enough space. It is enough space because most people don't really watch that much stuff. Why do you need to keep that stuff around? You got like 1 terabyte of space. That's like a shitload of movies. Do you even need that much? 1,000 gigabytes? You kidding me? No one needs that much space. You're not like a hospital or some shit, right? You don't need to back up that much data. So you're not like a researcher or something. So I really strongly, for the first time, felt the importance of decluttering. I deleted my shit. I had a fresh desktop to start with. I threw away a lot of unnecessary junk in my room as well. I just took a look at it, instant instinct. Have I used this? Will I need this? No? Dump it. No, do not let your mind become emotionally attached. Hey, because a lot of things are technically can be saved for the future, right? Such as, like, as simple as like a souvenir from somewhere, or like something that reminds you of something in the past, like reminiscence, all these memories. Most things, 90% of it is trash. You don't need it. You seriously don't. You dump it, you forget about it the next day. And that's actually, it's harder as an exercise to lose stuff than to gain stuff. It's easy to consume. It's hard to lose. It's always easy to gain weight. It's hard to lose weight. It's easy to buy stuff. It's hard to throw away stuff because you feel so attached to it. You're letting your identity become defined by these things that you own.